So adjust to the appropriate volume so the background noise is not so bad. Notice that there is no black person in this picture. The martial arts comes from Africa. On the one hand, if the world was fair, that would be fair. But images have a powerful effect, and psychologists know this very well. Marketing people know this very well. Why do you think they use so much imagery in marketing, in psychology, and psychological operations? Also, if they were to put an African martial artist, it'd be some kind of bushman with a stick, or they do what they did in Jean-Claude Van Damme's movie The Quest, where they play them out as some weird, gay, dancing black guy. That is not the essence of African martial arts. If you're not going to try to capture the heterosexual essence of African martial arts, then why bother? Why bother displaying it all? Why bother displaying anyone? Kuro Obi means black belt. Obi spelled backwards is Igbo, and Obi and King means Obi and Igbo means King Heart Hut Temple Essence Center Core, as I point out many times in my videos. Okay, so we see the typical MMA fighter. We see the typical kind of Japanese karate person. So why isn't the source given fair representation? Have you ever in any of your lives seen African martial artists given fair representation? And that's where it comes from. Probably the worst example of cultural appropriation is martial arts being taken from African martial artists, but first and foremost, it is my family line. If I buy a house, or it is my land and I build a house, okay, and there's other people who look like me around, can you take that house from me and split it with the rest of the world as long as you give the people that look like me a little bit more? No. Martial arts is my house. It's not black people's houses. It's not anyone else's house. It is my house, and I happen to be of African descent. And that's where it happens to come from. Pretty straightforward. There will be severe repercussions in the spiritual realm for the cowardice of the world. As you can see, this guy seems to be bowing in a way that's respectable. Okay, what is the idea? To merely pay lip service? Does one get a black belt? Is one supposed to get a black belt by merely paying lip service, or actually being obedient? Obi is a play on words for obey, and obedient, and observe, right? To keep the regulations, to observe the rules, okay, not just to watch. It's interesting how in English, to merely watch something, okay, is the same word as to obey, right? Observe, to observe the holidays, or to observe the king's regulations, right? To obi serves, it has the word serve in it, okay? There's no excuse for that. Strangely enough, the word kung fu, the phrase, is a play on words for king foe. And taekwondo, take, window. And karate, right? Karates, with an S, right? S's can be added to any of the word for the wordplay because it's plural, right? There's a long story why that is. Make a long story short, you get Ka, which means spirit, like in Egyptian mythology, Ka, the spirit. Okay, Ra, okay, Set. Okay, Set is said to be a child, the evil child of Ra, like Cain is the evil child of Adam or something, who God made, so ultimately the child of God. Okay, and Horus is said to be the good child. Okay, and they wear the black belt as their highest belt, not yellow or something. Okay, and of course the rising sun of Japan is red. And I personally, I like people in general, but let's face it, people worship the devil, and they've cheated me for a long time just to live a despicable life. And even according to their own occult symbols, rules, regulations, and understanding, they know that they're going to hell. Okay, these people have no doubt in their mind that they're not right with God or the righteous. They have no doubt in their mind that what they're doing is evil if they don't believe in God. Okay, and they proceed to pretend that it is honorable. They proceed to cheat me to the extreme. It is racist, it is evil, it is pitiful. If I need to explain that thoroughly for you to understand that it is those things, then I feel sorry for you because you are dumb. If you continue down the paths of American martial arts or traditional martial arts, you're an idiot. The only true martial arts is obeying God through me.